All right, welcome in. It is September 19th, 2025, and we have a tropical storm in the Atlantic. Tropical storm Gabriella down here, rapidly developing. It's in warm waters for this time of year. It is peak hurricane season. Let me walk you through exactly what the track is, how intense it's going to be, and eventually what the weather will be in the continental United States. All right, here's infrared images of Tropical Storm Gabrielle as it is intensifying and growing. Of course, this is captured over a period of time, so you can see it develop really quickly as it is over extremely warm waters. It is peak hurricane season, like I mentioned. All right, this system is intensifying, like I said, but a lot of these models are having it stay as a tropical storm, so we'll be watching it very closely. I will say the majority of these models still have it getting up to a Category 1 at the very least, this most radical model up here, having it reach all the way to a Category 4 hurricane, but the majority of the models agreeing that this system is intensifying. But how much will it intensify? That is the question still on the table. And this is the weather model from the National Hurricane Center, taking a sharp right turn. Yet again, another hurricane taking a sharp right turn, thankfully, not affecting the continental United States here. Now you see overnight Saturday into Sunday, this is the National Weather Service's prediction, going from a tropical storm to a hurricane, strengthening, affecting Bermuda as it passes. Again, this cone of uncertainty here, not even encompassing Bermuda, but definitely going to affect them, eventually making its way off east into the Atlantic and dying out as it turns into Wednesday or Thursday. The system right now is sitting off the coast of Africa. It's going to be pushing west, and here's the yellow cone here. 20% chance of cyclone formation over the next 7 days. This is the National Weather Service as well. 7-day outlook, tropical outlook. A lot of models are calling for it to intensify and take a southerly route towards the Caribbeans and maybe even affecting the continental United States. We're watching it very closely. Like I said, this is peak hurricane season and the sea surface temperatures are extremely warm for this time of year. So we're not only going to be watching this system, but maybe a couple of stray systems. If anything gets near the Gulf for this time of year, rapid intensification, growth, and convection is just going to take place. And we're just going to be watching it very closely. Quick developing systems can cause a lot of destruction, not only because they're dangerous, but because of the quick nature of it. Not a lot of preparation time. I just wanted to give you this graphic here to help visualize that a lot of these computer models, each L representing a different computer run of this system, having it taking more of a southerly track. This is Gabrielle's run, just to give you a little bit of perspective there. So it's going to be definitely, if it develops, it takes this southerly route, you definitely expect some intensification and maybe even threatening the continental United States as we push into early October. And really, I think the most important story for in terms of weather is going to be those above average temperatures, slightly uncomfortable, but definitely noticeable over the next 6 to 10 days. And that's only going to continue pushing even into October. This is 8 to 14 days out, pretty much everywhere in the continental United States seeing those above average temperatures. Southern California, Western Arizona, and even Alaska seeing those near normal temperatures. But the general story is up until October, we're not going to really be seeing those fall-like conditions. For the Northeast and the Midwest, not much uncomfortable conditions, but definitely non-fall-like conditions. Everyone's really hoping that fall is coming here soon. But unfortunately, I don't think fall is coming anytime soon. Let me give you the next 5 days here and give you the real numbers here. So down deep south, you can see those 90-degree days. This is Friday at the time of recording. But moving into the weekend, those 90-degree days are going to continue in the southeast United States. Even Ohio, Indiana, and Michigan seeing those low to mid-80s. So above average, slightly uncomfortable, and definitely noticeable temperatures, even pushing into Monday and Tuesday, triple-digit temperatures down there in Texas. And feels like temperature is going to be even higher across the United States, not just for Texas. Saturated air has moved into our area. Dry conditions are gone for a lot of our areas. So you'll be noticing those feels like temperatures slightly uncomfortable, like I said. But something I want to keep on your mind here is there's definitely a low pressure on this map, whipping in a little bit of those cooler conditions for a lot of the Midwest and even into Mississippi there. This is the morning time temperature, so this isn't going to be the high temperature of the day. In fact, this should be the low temperature. So slightly alleviating those summer-like conditions and making it feel a little bit closer to fall. Let me break it down for you. Here's that low. It's over on the border there of Missouri and Arkansas. It's going to push south and east, bringing with it a strong line of storms there. I would be expecting to watch this for severe weather if it develops in this way. Alabama, Tennessee, eastern Mississippi into Lexington, Kentucky as well, really central Kentucky. Could be looking at the possibility of some severe weather. We'll be watching that. And as it pushes through the midweek into Friday and Saturday, even the Carolinas, Georgia, Virginia could could be seeing some severe portions of weather. Definitely a lot of rain is on the way with this system. Again, this is far out, so it could change rapidly, but you get the picture. But rain is definitely on the way. If you like this video, please like or subscribe and even share it with a friend who might enjoy it as well.